Okay, so today I'm making a video going over Multistreamer. It's been a while since I've made a video, and I've had a few new features show up since I last did the video. But I'm gonna go ahead and just make this like, I'm doing it from scratch. Um, let's see, let's get going. So, uh, Multistreamer is a web program. You've got to run on some. You can run on your own computer if you want. Usually the main reason you don't is because your home internet is only so fast. So it's a good idea to run this on some server somewhere that has way more badass internet than you've got at home. So that because you're going to be pushing your stream to multiple services. So if you're doing like a 2.5 megabit stream and you're pushing to say 3 things, you're now talking about pushing out 7.5 megabits, which your home internet connection may or may not be able to do, but if you have some cheapo server in the cloud somewhere, with like a gigabit connection or something like that, you'll be fine. Even a 100 meg connection, fine, plenty of headroom for 7.5 megabits. So yeah, if you're watching this and you have no idea like how to install, a web program or anything, I've got another video that goes over how to do it, and I'll have a link here, in the description to it. But basically, if you're totally clueless, go find a friend that can help you out with it. But anyways, let's see here. I think I just got condescending, insulting in that. I probably shouldn't have done that. Jeez. So anyways, this is the main page of Multistreamer. There's 2 main sections. There's really 3 sections, but the 3rd section isn't that big of a deal. You have a section called Streams, and then down a little ways you have a section called Accounts. And basically what you do is you add accounts to Multistreamer, and then you can group those accounts into streams. So let me go ahead and show what I'm talking about here. I've already added my accounts. Like I've added my own Facebook, I've added a Twitch, I've added a YouTube, I've added a custom RTMP. So you can add accounts for services, but also if there's some service that that this doesn't support, but it does let you stream RTMP video, you can do that, right? You can stream, whatever you want. It's pretty neat. So today I'm just gonna be focused on Facebook, and I'm strictly gonna be doing Facebook in this video. Part of the Facebook Live terms of service is you're not supposed to be pushing video to Facebook and some other service at the same time. You can push video to Facebook in your own website, like that's allowed, but you're not supposed to push video to Facebook and YouTube. But I think that this program has still has a lot of useful applications while still, staying within the Facebook terms of service. The main thing being that Facebook's web interface, they have a way to go live on your personal profile using your own computer's webcam, but that's it. Like if you want to do some video game streaming to your profile, they don't have a way to get a RTMP URL that you would need. This lets you get around that, so you can push whatever video you want, and you can push it to your own profile. You can push it to pages that you're an admin of, groups and events. So yeah, so let's go ahead and make a Facebook stream here. So make a stream. And I'll just call it a Facebook demo. Doesn't really matter what you call it here. This is strictly like for your own reference, really. And we'll push it to my Facebook. And once you do that, you'll get this page here where you get things like a RTMP URL that you can punch into OBS along with a stream key for OBS. Yeah, and then you can set some metadata for the video. So this first section here is really more applicable to when you have multiple accounts on a stream. You can fill it in. You can fill in a title and description here, and then hit copy, and it'll copy them down to the rest for you. And then you can go through and fill out the rest as needed. So I'm just gonna skip that and go straight down to here since we're only doing one, anyways. So let's call this Multistreamer demo. Whoops. So we'll fill in the title and the description. And then down here you can choose. You'll notice I've got some groups, a page. There's a couple things that you can push to. So I'll just be pushing. I'll push to like my dev test, page. So you can choose what page to go to or profile. well, I mean, you can only choose your own profile. You can set a privacy setting, which really, I think that really only applies to your own profile. For pages, I think it's going to be public anyways. Although it might, I'm not really sure. It's been a while since I've actually taken a look at what all that means for not profiles. And then there's a thing here for whether you're doing a 4-hour or greater video. So basically, on Facebook, if you push video for less than 4 hours, it'll get saved to Facebook, and it will notify your friends that you're streaming. If you want or need to go over 4 hours, you can choose that this is a continuous video, and that will it does two things. One, you go over that 4-hour limit, but two, it does not alert your friends that you're streaming, and it does not save the video afterwards. So continuous is good if you're doing like some long haul 24-hour marathon stream or something. So we'll go ahead and hit no, because this is gonna be pretty quick. And then this FFmpeg args box, you can do some pretty funky stuff. So basically, what's really going on under the hood is video is getting pushed to the server, and then that server is using a program called FFmpeg to copy it to your other accounts. But you can, if you want, override, like the default arguments for FFmpeg is basically just copy video, copy audio. You can have it do things like re-encode the video, so if you need to shrink the video for a particular service. So on Facebook, it's not a big deal, but like, let's say you're streaming to Twitch and YouTube, and for some reason you only want to do a 480p. A better example, you're streaming to Twitch and Periscope. Periscope really doesn't like their video to be over a certain size, and it's pretty small. It's like 960 by 540 or something like that. So this is a neat way to shrink video if you need to, add a filter to it. You can add like captions on your video here if you want. It's really not a good way to do it. Like if you want to do captions, do it in OBS or whatever. Unless, like I said, if you want to do some Facebook specific caption, you could do it here or something like that. So we'll just leave that blank for now. Okay, so we see up here it says settings saved. If I come down here, there's all my metadata that's been filled out. And yeah, so this default view, when you see these streams, a red dot just means that is not live right now. And when you do go live, it'll become a green dot, and it'll the entry will shoot to the top of the list. So a few links worth knowing. There's the edit metadata, which takes you to this main metadata screen. There's the add remove accounts link, so you can change what accounts you have on a stream. There's stream permissions, which is that when you have multiple users, you can specify who's allowed to interact with your stream. By default, nobody can touch it except for you. But for example, I have a user here called Test, and I could say if I want him to be able to like view chat messages or to be able to write, chat messages. And this is, I should probably clarify somehow, I'm not sure where, but view chat, this doesn't really apply to Facebook because I can't post comments to Facebook from here anyways. But view chat really means that he can view, the chat. If he has his own accounts that are allowed to comment, he can comment. So if he's watching, if you're streaming to Twitch and he's viewing, he can view your chat on Twitch. If he has his own Twitch account in Multistreamer, he can chat with that. Whereas write chat will let them write with your account. And that's useful for like a team account kind of thing. But yeah, we'll just keep it on view chat. And then metadata, whether or not somebody else can view your metadata and if they can update your metadata for you. So yeah, we'll just leave that on view chat for this guy Test. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start a stream. I've got OBS set up over here with just like a demo color bar thing. And we'll go into the settings and we'll go to output and we'll change, stream. We'll set that to custom streaming server. And this is pretty easy. We just, let's come here to our metadata. We'll copy this URL and copy that stream key. Let's show just so we can see what's going on. There we go. That's all you gotta do for that. You're done. Boom. So we'll hit start streaming. And I'll take a few seconds to say connecting. All right, looks like we're streaming. So if I come back here, see the Facebook demo stream has a green dot now. Yeah, and so this is a cool new feature that was not available last time. Is there's now a web interface for interacting with chat stuff. Like, so with Facebook, you can see who's liked it, what comments people have left, etc. And on top of that, what's nice about the chat thing is you have a bar appear where it'll say if you're live or not, and it'll be filled with links to all your different videos. So we have a link straight to the Facebook video, so I can open that new tab and get right to it. Yep. Okay, sure, Facebook. Sorry, I haven't used Chrome on this computer in a long time. Wow. And so, yeah. There's the video. And if I pull up the chat here, I can, well, that's right, I can't chat from here. But if somebody likes it, it'll take a few seconds. It only checks for likes and things every 6 seconds, but it'll say that you can see there that my dev test page liked it. Let me like it from like my user. That makes a little bit more sense. And then let me leave a comment. If I come back here, there it is. Now what's really fun is you can use this web interface for the chat, but you can also get to the chat with IRC. And so I'd given chat permissions to that test user. So let me uh-oh. Whoops. Let me start that back up. Note to self, I have a bug to fix. Let's just okay, yeah. I'll have to get that corrected. So anyways, with the IRC interface, you have a topic that gets set for the chat room with, you know, links to your videos similar to what you have up here. There's a view counter in the web interface, and you can also do a view count in the IRC window by typing !view count. You'll get a view count back for that account that's streaming right now. And then this is really cool. You'll see that here in the user list, there's Facebook John Regan. That's basically a bot. That's basically a bot for my, you know, account that's streaming right now. And then there's John, which is me on the web interface. Sorry, I'm speaking too fast. Web interface. And there's Test, which is this IRC account. And I can chat here, like, hey man, and it'll pop up in the web interface. And that's what this little pound icon is it means we're chatting on the internal IRC thing. So, hey yo. And if I come back here to the IRC, there it is. And so yeah, that's a pretty neat way. Like if you have if you have a couple people that are working on a stream for a page, you know, and this is an alternative way to keep up with the chat and all that. It does get a little annoying, like say if you're on the go and you're trying to use your phone and the battery's draining because it's watching the video and streaming the comments. This is a handy way to strictly keep up with comments and likes and things like that. See what people are doing, likes, you know, loves, ha-has, or whatever they're called, all those different reactions. And yeah, I believe that's about it for the Facebook applicable part. Like I said, it lets you do RTMP video to whatever you want, which is really nice. So you can, like I said, you can push RTMP to your profile, you know, whatever. Yeah. Yep. Something I really want to work on is, you know, a way to respond to Facebook comments from here. Unfortunately, I just don't have that yet. The Facebook Graph API doesn't let me do it. Hopefully they'll enable that feature and I'll be able to do it, but for now you can only read. But, you know, while you're streaming, you know, it's pretty rare that, at least while I'm streaming, it's pretty rare that I go and type comments on here anyways. I tend just to, you know, speak to people on stream. Anyways, I'm getting rambly. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and stop my stream. And you'll see here, this should change to offline. Or maybe not. I think I found another bug that I have to fix. What about IRC? Does IRC stay offline? Okay, yeah, so IRC picked it up. So, okay, there's a bug. Oh, man, 2 bugs today in like 1 video. Whew. But anyways, yeah, that's about it. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this is useful for you.